my name is Ethan, and today we are doing a speed boss fight, I guess. I wanted to finish the potato, April Fool's Day update, because I promised that I would. I did cheat. I did cheat. I cheated in bows and arrows, and at the end I cheated in some unenchanted golden apples. Because this is just a silly little April Fool's Day update. So it's very low stakes. I don't really care about doing it authentically or whatever. And as it is, it took me over an hour. So, yeah, this boss was loud as hell. So that's why I ended up doing it like this. Because it was ear piercing, and I could have just turned off the sound altogether, but honestly, it was frustrating as well. I also, I don't know, as far as bosses go, I didn't have any fun. I didn't enjoy doing this. So I didn't want to do a full proper video, so we're doing a voiceover instead, and I'm just gonna be talking about the update, I guess. I do think that there are stuff in this update, in this April Fool's Day update, that are prototypes of stuff that they might add later on. We have this, it's like a grappling hook. I don't like it. I don't like the way it works. It doesn't feel very Minecrafty. At all. It's fun for the update, but I think if they were adding that, they would have to change a lot. But as a prototype, just to see if anyone would even want it at all, it worked good. And the floaters, so you can make these redstone powered floater things, and they essentially make a floating island, I guess, or make a ship or something. You put it down and then you power it with redstone, I think, and then it takes whatever's attached to it up to a block limit of, I don't know, something, and it takes it so you can make a flying ship or stuff like that. And I think it works I don't actually remember what they're called, but the things where you put the slime box down and then you power it with redstone and it will just infinitely go forward. It sort of works like that, which I also think not very Minecrafty, but I think that they could change it to be Minecrafty. I do think that out of everything that's in this update, it's probably the least likely, just because we already kind of have something like that. We already have something that does that, and I think it's this version is a bit overpowered, so I'm not sure that they're gonna add that. The grappling hook with a lot of tweaking could work, but I'm not sure. And also one of the things is not the boss, but the things in the water, they kind of look like guardians. They drop spikes that can be used to make a trident. So that could be a pretty cool thing. I'm not really sure there's anything else that could potentially be added. Maybe. I don't know. It really could be anything, honestly, or it could all just be random stuff. I did see that sometimes they do have stuff that gets added later on, but it's not necessarily always like that, so I don't know. God, I really struggled with this fight, by the way. It wasn't really fun. Well, I don't know. It was okay. It's not fun, and I did get into it once I had started doing it. I got into it, but the way that the fireballs work, if you're already pulling back the bow as the fireball is let out, when you shoot the bow, it doesn't hit the fireball. So you have to pull back the bow after the fireball gets shot. So that was hard, and then also the potato slowly gets smaller and smaller, and it's really hard to fight. Actually, I guess while we're at the start of the video, I should say this video is a lot shorter than I would normally put out, but I'm pretty busy, so this is just the video that's happening right now. But yesterday I came back to streaming, and tomorrow, or actually, sorry, the day you're watching this, we are starting the Undertale playthrough on stream, which will then be edited down into videos where, I guess, like soft spoken, because I don't talk very loudly. I guess it's probably anxiety. I just speak relatively quietly anyway. So if you're interested in watching an Undertale playthrough, we'll have that starting tonight, and then obviously I will edit it down, so you will get to see the playthrough on the channel, even if you don't want to watch it live. And as well, this week we are also starting the sequel, or the successor, or I guess like season 2 of the 1.20 world. We're starting that on Wednesday. So if you're interested in that, you can come. I guess tomorrow we're starting that. God, what day is it? It's Monday. We're starting it on Tuesday, not Wednesday. So tomorrow, if you're interested. And yeah, I also have a VODs channel if you want to watch that. If you can't make the streams and you still want to watch them, I do have a VODs channel. And I guess while I'm promoting, I also have memberships turned on the channel. I don't have anything other than the movies. I guess like the video movies are all going to be member exclusive, and the next one that's going to come out is the Stardew Valley all of spring in one video. And also shoutouts at the end of every video. And then I'm planning on doing an exclusive series for just members, but I'm not sure what series to do. I'm figuring it out. But yeah, if you're in any way interested, it's mainly as a way to support the channel, but obviously don't feel pressured to do anything. Even just watching the videos is enough, and very appreciated. But yeah, there's really not much to talk about this boss fight. It's very repetitive. And honestly, I do like the April Fool's update as an April Fool's update. But that being said, there's not a lot to talk about, right? Because it's not. I mean, it's a joke update. That I imagine they didn't spend much time on at all. So I will say they kind of always shoot themselves in the foot with the April Fool's Day update, because they put a lot of effort in, and they go like way harder than they need to, and then people give them shit for it because like, oh, you can do this for a silly joke update, but you can't add 3 mobs. They could, they don't want to, and the more you complain, the less likely they are to ever do it. Like, I don't know. Yeah, they did go crazy with this one. Adding a whole new boss, because to be fair, I didn't enjoy it, but I don't enjoy any of the boss fights. And as far as boss fights go, this is completely original to Minecraft. This isn't like the Wither. It's not like the Wither's not a boss fight, or not the Wither. Yeah, it's not like the Wither. It's not like the Ender Dragon. It's not like the Warden, though that's not really a boss fight. But you know, it's not like the Warden either. It is a massive potato in a room full of guardians, but they're poisonous potato guardians, so the second they hit you with their beam, you start getting poisoned, and the longer you're in the beam, the more poison you get, and if you stay in it long enough, you get the Wither effect. And they suck. They suck so much. much. That was the worst part about this fight. They can also stack on top of each other, which was kind of fun to see. But I would actually really like if this boss fight came back, maybe in the trial chambers or something. I think that would be cool. So yeah, it's the big potato in the room full of those poisonous potato things, and then it shoots fireballs at you like a ghast does, and you can hit them back, and it does a lot of damage to it. And every time you reach like a stage, I guess, once you get the health down, it reaches a stage where it gets a protective barrier, and if you hit it while it has the protective barrier, it hurts you a lot. But while it's in the protective barrier state, you have to kill all of the mobs that it spawns. So like stage 1 it was chickens, stage 2 was armadillos for some reason, stage 3 was zombies. I found those stages pretty easy because you could just hide in the walls. It was attacking the actual guy was the hard bit, especially because as you dealt more damage, he got smaller and smaller, and it was so hard to find him towards the end. He's so little, as you can see, and once he just in the water, once he's that size, he just goes underwater and you can't see where he is, and you just randomly get hit by a fireball, and you just have to sort of guess the direction it came in, because it could have come from anywhere. And it scared me quite a few times, honestly. But yeah, because he kept getting caught inside of the little areas, and then the final stage where you have to kill enemies were these massive giants, which were pretty easy to kill, to be honest. But yeah, I think out of everything that this April Fool's Day update added, I would want the boss fight to be integrated into the game. I do think that's one thing that Minecraft is not necessarily lacking, but I guess lacking is a good word. It's lacking boss fights. They're not necessarily needed, and if they never added another boss, it wouldn't be, it would be fine. But I think what would be cool is if they fixed the warden and then also added a boss like this in maybe the trial chambers or something. I do think that as far as dungeons go, the trial chamber is enough. I don't think they need to add anything more. So maybe adding something like this to the trial chamber would be fun. I do honestly really enjoy the arena. The arena you had to fight in was pretty cool. I think they could maybe make it harder. It was pretty easy to be, like, you could just hide. It's this big square room with a bunch of tunnels around the outside, so you could just hide in the tunnels and kind of peek out. So I think maybe making that harder would be more fun. I did still, again, find this fight hard, and it took me an hour, so maybe you don't need to do that, but I do think that, you know what, as I'm looking at the potato blocks, what would be kind of cool is like a termite kind of guy. The way that the blocks look remind me of termites. I don't know why, it wouldn't work with the trial chamber, but like an underground area of like a termite hill with a big termite queen, and she can spawn all of the smaller termites, and I guess you could go through levels of termites. You've got like the workers and the fighters and the whatever. Okay, we have a duck that's sitting on eggs right now, and whenever she comes out to like swim around for a while and eat and whatever, she makes the funniest sounds. She's hissing, she's quacking, and she just ran past my bedroom window, and I thought someone was being murdered, the noises she was making. Because my bedroom window faces the road, so they're not allowed around that side of the house. So my mom was chasing them back around to the bit where they are allowed, back into the garden, essentially, and she was not happy. But yeah, I think that's about it for the fight, to be honest. I've got about 10 seconds left. So that is going to be it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I'll see you in the next one. And I'm sorry this one was so short, but I'll make up for it